Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
And Moses joins us on our desk for our first look at sports. In just 2 weeks after Holy Rosary's 32-12 victory over the Lloyd Comp Barons, the two teams will lock horns once again, this time, though, in the playoffs.
It's going to be an interesting one. You know, despite that 20-point win, that is, for the Raiders, of course, they were heavily favored in that game, but they don't see it that way this time around, preparing for another important battle down at Raider Bowl.
There's a little bit of heightened attention to it, but at the end of the day, it's just a football game.
A philosophy head coach Vince Oreo is taking, facing the same team they beat just 2 weeks ago.
Spent a lot of time, you know, implementing offense and defense and game planning. We just have to do what we do.
We're so good friends, and we play on the same teams for Red Dogs, some of us. So we hang out with each other a lot, and we see each other a lot. So it's a really good rivalry for competition, bragging rights.
Bragging rights, which the Raiders have held on to for some time. But the October 8th meeting saw the Barons put up good offensive numbers, only falling short in the red zone. It's that bend don't break policy that has made the Raiders a success on defense, but they know that the Barons are a team that only need one play or even two to come out with a win.
They're a dangerous team if they want to be, and we got to shut down them on every play, every drive, every series. That's all we got to do.
Kirk led the league in passing, and their running back, he hits the hole hard, and you know, he had good gains against us last time. We hate giving up the big play, so we've got a defensive philosophy, and we're gonna stick to it. And if our kids show up and play tough and tackle well, it's gonna help us out.
The Raiders will have the friendly confines of Raider Bowl for only the third time this season. The same field where the Raiders won the Wheatland Crown just a year ago. Some high pressure for a relatively young group, but there is no lack of confidence within the team.
The kids we put in starting positions, we trust them to do a job, and if we didn't have faith in them, they wouldn't be out there. So we have faith in them, and we expect to be able to move the ball in the air and on the ground.
Welcome back, everyone. The Lakeland Rustlers men's volleyball team can breathe a little easier after winning their first 2 games of the season on the road against a traditionally difficult Grand Prairie team. Now, last year, the Rustlers finished 6th in the North with a record of 8-16. And only with 5 returning players and 12 rookies, Coach Taylor Dyer's team has a lot of hard work still ahead. Our Nicole Stilger has more.
To start with 2 wins against a pretty good Grand Prairie team is huge for us.
The boys are feeling good after a sweep in Grand Prairie last weekend, a feat Lakeland hasn't accomplished since 2009. The Rustlers would take the first game in a close 5 sets and game 2 in 4, landing a total of 93 kills.
The guys played well. I think there's still room for improvement, but a result that we were looking for in 2 wins on the road, which again is great for us to start the season.
A huge confidence boost as the Rustlers have 12 new faces on the team this season, and Dyer says it takes time to adjust to each other and the level of competition.
With the amount of first-year players we have, that's been a bit of a concern for us. But again, we're trying to find ways to we can remedy that, and hopefully those first-year players are going to get in sync. 4th-year
outside hitter Arnett McKay says the chemistry on the floor is great, and the rookies are playing their roles well and stepping up to the plate.
They listen to everything we say, and they take it and they try to put it into gameplay right away, and they're quickly learning. They pick up all the cues and tips that we give out, so they're doing well.
We want a culture of winning here at Lakeland College, and so I think they understand that and they see that, and I think the older players understand what it's going to take to accomplish that, and they're instilling that in the young guys.
Next up for the Rustlers is their home opener on Friday, and McKay is looking to keep that momentum going against Concordia, who went 0-24 last season.
It's always fun playing at home, and playing Concordia as a home opener is always fun just because they are one of the weaker teams in our conference, so we should be able to get 2 wins out of this weekend as well.
Nicole Stilger, Newcap Sports.
Sticking with college athletics, the Rustlers men's soccer team's playoff chances all come down to the final 2 games of the season.
I really think that we hold our own fate. If we go 2-0, my expectation is that we should be into playoffs.
In a way, it still is in our hands. We're just going to go out there and win 2 games, and that's all we can really do, and hope for the other games to maybe go in our way and see where we end up after the weekend.
The men's soccer team wants to make sure they put their own postseason fate in their own hands. The Rustlers are tied with Red Deer for the final berth, but a loss to them last week gives the Kings the tiebreaker. So the final two matches between Lethbridge and Medicine Hat are crucial.
Especially for Lethbridge, they're a very talented team, so we're going to try and be nice and compact, play as a team, defend as a team, and maybe try to get something on the counterattack. And then once we get past that game, Medicine Hat, we can maybe try and open up a little bit and attack them one-on-one.
Priority has been good defending in our defending third and executing in the attacking third. And if we can do both on both fronts, we'll have success.
The Rustlers play Lethbridge Saturday and Medicine Hat on Sunday. Kickoff for both contests 2 o'clock at VLA Field. And some news regarding the Rustlers women's basketball team. Fifth-year Cameo McCurley was named ACAC and Canadian Player of the Week for her performance last weekend against Augustana. The forward put up 25 points and 8 rebounds Friday night, then followed it up with 21 and 9 in the home opener Saturday. McCurley and the rest of her teammates face Concordia this weekend.